Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Akmal Hafiz bin Rafandi. My matric number is AA210492.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Alia Husna binti Muhammad Zain and my matrix numbers is AA211234.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Ahadiah Tunisha. My matric number is AA210202.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Aisha Najah binti Muhammad Zamri and my matrix number is AA211317.
My name is Nur Adin Sabrina binti Mama Akbar and my matric number is AA211279.
So, our group do case study 1, which is you need to find area and surface area. So, the problem statement is about a research group plans to make flower pot out of clay. The basic idea is that the pot is described by the function y equal 1/4 x squared and has a head of 6 starting from y equal to 3. Before they start making the pot, a calculation needs to be made so that the clay is enough and fully used. They start by sketching the graph and finding the area of the pot. Then, the surface area of the pot also need to be calculated.
Okay, next I want to present about a filler table. Filler table terbagi kepada 4 bahagian. It's a fact, idea, learning issue and action plan. First, the fact. The fact, the pot is described by the function y sama dengan 1/4 kuasa 2. Lepas tu dia punya height, dia punya tinggi bersamaan dengan 6. Dia punya idea, the clay is not and fully used. Maksudnya, the pot tu digunakan dengan penuh. Diisikan dengan penuh. Lepas tu dia punya learning issue dia, find the area of the pot. Maksudnya kena cari area permukaan luas dia punya the pot. Lepas tu calculate the surface area of the pot. Maksudnya kita kena kira dia punya surface permukaan the pot tu. Lepas tu the action plan, kita gunakan 2, iaitu antaranya by gunakan dengan reference book and by the internet as the rujukan.
First, we need to find the area. The equation given is y is equal to 1/4 x to the power of 2. In order to find the area, we need to find the x equation. We get that x is equal to 2 square root of y. Next, we need to integrate the x equation. We get that 4/3 y to the power of 3/2 with the 6 as upper limit and 3 as a lower limit. Lastly, we need to substitute y with the upper and lower limit value and subtract it. The final answer we get is 12.672.
Okay, next, let me explain how we can get the surface area for these questions. Okay, from the questions, it is given y equation, which is y is equal to 1/4 x to the power of 2. So from that y equation, we have to find the x equation from the y equation. Why we have to find the x equations? Because for these questions, we use the formula of surface area about y-axis. Why we choose the formula about y-axis? Because this question talk about the pot. Of course, the pot is vertical. So whenever you have to calculate something that vertically, of course, it is about y-axis. So it is because of y we have to calculate in y-axis. So that's why we have to find the x equation. Because whenever you have to calculate the something of about y-axis, you have to integrate x. You can integrate y because you have to calculate we have to calculate about y-axis. So that's why firstly you have to find the x equation from the y equation. So like my group, we get the x equation for this question is y is equal to 2 square root y. So from the x equation, next we have to differentiate the x equation. Why? Because for the surface area, formula surface area, we have to it is the part that you have to differentiate the x equation. Like for me, easy for me, when I differentiate the x equation first, and then I just substitute it into the formula. So like my step of my calculation step is, first you have to find the x equations from the y equation. Next, you have to differentiate the x equation, and then you substitute both of them into the formula. What is formula? The formula is 2 pi integrate x square root of 1 plus dx per dy to the power of 2. So you have to convert not convert, you have to substitute both that I mentioned just now, which is x equation and the differentiation of x equation into the formula. So you when you have substituted, you can calculate those for this question like easily. So you have to calculate, like commonly you have to integrate, you have to calculate the square root and everything. So in the end of the calculation, you can get the surface area for this question, which is my group get the answer is 90 pi. So 90 pi is the surface area for the pot. So I think that's all for the surface area. Thank you.
Finally, the case study 1 Pbl Engineering Mathematics that was assigned to us as first year student has been addressed and solved with calculation. In the case study, we look a research group plan want to make flower pot of clay, but they was not sure that clay is enough or not. As a pot maker, we must resolve the calculation to determine the craft size and the surface area of the flower pot. As a result, when the HCs were starting with y equal to 3, furthermore, the shape function y equal to 1 divided 4 x square root 2 to determine the calculation. Firstly, we need to draw a graph and then calculate the area of flower pot, also surface area. Last but not least, we need to apply integration formula to obtain the answer.